Forgot my water in the other room. Had to go grab it. Always gotta stay hydrated. Never thirsty. Anyways, I'll flip us over to the other screen. Howdy, howdy, gonna get rowdy. I'm Vaughn, Witch of Appalachia, taking a drink of delicious, delicious water. Gotta stay hydrated, everybody. If you're not drinking water, go get one right now. Because we're at it with more Shadowrun. I think last time we ended it, I had already solved the mystery because I'm just that good. People like were losing body parts, but they weren't body parts that were very good, so they had been replaced with cyberware. And that's the body parts that the murderer had been taking. So I've already got it all figured out. It's all part of like a conspiracy, a theme. They're stealing cybernetic body parts or repoing them. Like the what is it called? I had it on the tip of my tongue and I just lost it. I just completely just fell out of my mind. Repo, the genetic opera. Yeah, there we go. It all comes back eventually. I just gotta wait for the brain cell to bounce off of something and it just gets a little spark. And then I get it all back. Anyways, it's been a blast so far. A lot more like reading and RP in this game than I was expecting, honestly. It really nails down the vibe of Shadowrun, which I'm pretty sure if you were to ever ask anyone who's played Shadowrun or is interested in playing Shadowrun, it's all about like the setting and the vibe. There's just something about like being able to go into something that's sci-fi and still have just these fantasy elements that's really, really cool. It's really unique. I don't think there's ever been another setting that's really gotten kind of like how Shadowrun has. Like, there's magic, there's tech, I guess they technically don't mix together, but it's all together. It all exists in the same setting. You can have a mage next to somebody who's more robot than they are person at this point. And I don't know. I love it. I think it's just a very, very strong flavor for a setting or story to have. What was the movie? It had Will Smith in it. It was basically Shadowrun. It was Blight something, I want to say. Shoot. I don't remember what that movie was called. And I'm really tempted to look it up. Oh well. I heard it was a pretty mixed reception on that movie. But I don't know. It looks pretty good. I might have to watch it after playing all the Shadowrun. Ooh, speaking of movies, the new Transformer movies, I Am Legend? No, it's the one where Will Smith is playing and his partner's an orc. And like they're I think they have to like track down, like break up like an orcish goblin smuggling ring in like the middle of like Detroit or Chicago or something. And there's like some people have like magic and he's just like a regular cop. It's Blight something. I don't know. Bright. There it is. Yeah. Look, I was like one letter off, right? Give or take. Yeah, that's basically just they're after a magic wand. Have you seen it? Is it good? I know, I'll just go ahead and say there's no stream tomorrow because my dad hit me up and, me and him, our schedules usually clash, and he wants to go see a movie tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go and see a movie with him. It's gonna be the new Transformers movie. From what I've heard and from what I'm seeing, it's not gonna be a good movie. But I'll just go. We'll make fun of the movie. I get to hang out with my old man. It'll be great. I have no clue what they've been doing with the Transformers movies for a while. I've seen a couple of the newer ones, and I'm just... They're they're a thing, I guess. All right, Mr. Wizard, one day you'll learn spells. I can cast spells. Talking about me, or are you talking about someone else? My spells just aren't flashy, okay? I don't go waving around in people's faces. Okay, we can't all be casting fireball. Um, yeah, I don't know. Transfer movies have gotten wild. There's also the Fast and Furious movies out right now, which apparently those movies have also just gotten wild. I kind of want to watch Fast 10 just because of how weird and crazy it's gotten. But I'm not a big movie watcher. I actually don't sit down and watch a lot of movies. I think my ADHD, it's like I just get distracted and my mind just starts to wander off halfway through the movie unless it's like made for children and it just like snaps its fingers, like jingles some keys in front of me and like keeps my attention. Like, rule of thumb, if it can keep the attention of like an 8-year-old, it can keep my attention too. If an 8-year-old likes it, I'm probably gonna like it. And after I talked to you yesterday about the Barbie movies, apparently it doesn't matter if it's for 8-year-old boys or 8-year-old girls. And if it's for an 8-year-old, I can probably sit down and watch it. Sometimes I wonder if I have brain damage. Don't answer that. Well, I guess since I got us here on the screen, I can go ahead and start the game. Yeah, continue. So I'm pretty sure this is going to start us off right before we need to go with, was it Pasco, Pablo, Paco? One of those names. He has one of those names. We're going to go and we're going to kick the shit out of like a drug dealer or something. Those are minor details of who I'm with and who I'm trying to kill. All I know is I have a shotgun and I have magic missiles. So we're just gonna walk in here and start blasting. Oh, it's Paco. Okay. Come on, Paco. We're gonna fuck these guys up. Come on, guy. Let's go find Coyote. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You roll up to the most impressive bit of Tentimate squalor you've seen in a long time. There are a few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old, rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Anything's better than this. The better than life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can just slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. The front doors of the Royale apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you can hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. I'm gonna go off on another tangent here. I've been watching more YouTube shorts, and there's a guy who has a pet coyote. And I don't know, I usually call it Coyote, but I've watched so many of his like shorts and just videos in probably the last 2 days. And he calls it a coyote, so now it's just like my brain's just defaulting to that. It's like, let me just download this new personality here real fast. And I don't know, it's really making me want a pet coyote though. Like, it's so soft and fluffy, and it's like a dog but smaller and just more wild and vicious. I kind of want one. So I also want a fox. He also has a pet raccoon. I want a pet raccoon. I knew of some guys who had a pet raccoon. It was so nice. You could just go over and you could pet on it, and it was just like this fat orb because you can't keep raccoons out of food. They're probably just as smart as you are. Like, oh, child safety lock, raccoon's going to get around that. So they just turn into they get as wide as they are long. Whenever they start to play and stuff, they just roll kind of like a fucking volleyball. They just like roll around the living room, just like scampering after toys. If they trip, they just do a complete like basketball roll. Keep them away from stairs. They're not stopping if they start going down that. Yeah, maybe I should just move into the middle of the woods and just leave my my back door open, so I just get all these weird wild animals in my house, and then I can have all the pets I want. I just keep like the fridge, like maybe padlock the fridge, and just leave like the cupboards with all the cereal open. You know, I could get bears, turkeys. What else? What else do we have in the Appalachia? Rabbits. I'd be fine with some rabbits breaking in. I kick the squirrels out because they're assholes. You know, coyotes, foxes. I see foxes all the time. They're so awesome. And they just laugh at everything. There's just like squeaky little laughs. Unless it's really late at night, because then they like cry and it sounds like babies or women being murdered. And it's really creepy. Even if you know it's a fox, it's still a really creepy sound. But that's just what happens when you live out in the middle of nowhere. The Royal Apartments. What a hole. Can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up here. Trails off. Looks like this hellhole's full of junkies. Looks like Stevie J's gets their rent money and their drug money. Hey, that's not a bad business model. I mean, I give you a place to live and a place to do your drugs. And your drugs. Coyote's here, we have to hurry. She's good, but, well, these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she's coming. Well, that's fine. We have 5 pounds of fucking zebra meat, so if anything goes south, I think we have a plan. The woman scratches herself like a cat on a couch leg. Please, can you spare some Nuyen? My cred stick's a little light too, lady. What can you do for me in exchange? I don't like how that's worded. You got a stink on you, junkie. Drop the chips, get clean. Or you look like you could use a break. All you need is a few Nuyen for a better... No, you don't want to get him a better-than-life chip. That's what's got her in this situation. I want to tell her to get clean. That's mean, but... Oh, it can't be like you. Please, I just need 1 BTL to get to the day. 2 tops, what do you say? Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Maybe just don't do cybernetic drugs. Yeah, but have you seen Coyote? What? Oh, that was in my headset. Oh shit, that sounded like that was on the other room. That freaked me out. Oh shit. Oh, I think my heart rate just jumped up by like 20. I thought, oh. It's all like people screaming and stuff. Oh man, I was not ready for that. Oh, yeah, my heart doesn't feel so good right now. Okay, right. So, what do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything, everything, please. If you have actual information for me. Yeah, you don't have any real information. You should probably leave before you take a bullet. I mean, at least you're still alive. And taking a stray bullet tends to reduce your life expectancy. But that doesn't make sense. The BTLs are here. I just need something. Okay. Well, yeah, she's definitely beyond saving. What about this shady-looking individual? Maybe he's got something. A sad old man. Like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach. You're not from around here, are ya? I don't want any trouble. Easy, Gramps. I'm just looking for information. Yeah, that sounds about right. I like this last one, though. Has a little bit more of a style to it. You have quite the vantage point here. Bet you don't miss much. See anything special today? Yeah, Everything in this body's gone to rust. It's up my eyes and ears. Bit of a commotion upstairs earlier. Stevie's men are twitchy. Are they normally twitchy, or are they like extra twitchy today? This pretty young thing came through here, snooping around like you two are. I could tell she weren't here for BTLs. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there's a lot more gunfire there than usual this time of day. I feel like if you're in an apartment, there probably shouldn't be a normal amount of gunfire, or no amount of gunfire should be the normal amount. But saying as like an hour ago in game, we killed like 4 gang members in the street and nobody gave a fuck. And there were police like a block down and they didn't even come to see what was going on. I don't imagine this city's in very good shape. Yeah, plan on doing anything about it? Don't look like a Trideo action star to you. A couple of Stevie's men came around, asking what anyone saw. Kept my mouth shut, I did. Yeah, mind your own business. That's probably gonna make you live longer. New avatar? Oh no, I just I put on my puppy dog hat, my glasses, and took off my my coat. So I, you know, gotta fit in with the sci-fi world, right? You know, I still have magic, but you know, I don't want to stand out too much because then people get suspicious. I'm a shadow runner. I gotta blend in. Nobody's gonna know that I'm up to no good until the no good is up. Where's Stevie hold up? He's got a whole top floor all to himself. Fancies he's the king around here. Yep. Now, yeah, this is an extraction now. We gotta get Coyote out. We're gonna save her. Hey, old man. You know how to get upstairs? You've been right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, actually, that's perfectly acceptable. Let's not get you killed today. I appreciate everything you've done so far. And every time I hear the baby crying in this, it like actually elevates my heart rate because it sounds like it's like right behind me. Like it sounds like somebody has broken into my apartment and is trying to just like hand me a small screaming child, and I do not like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna start causing trouble in the neighborhood. It's just one small fight. No need to get scared. Stop your pleading. Boy has debts, and we're collecting. Please, Riker, no. He's my son. There's a ghost might be in your apartment. I already have one ghost in my apartment. It's some woman. She looks like she's from the Grudge, but she's very nice. She just sits in my closet and watches me sometimes. Caught me off guard a couple times, but you know, you just get used to it. Get your ass back in your squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught. You pig! Give Zipper back now or you'll bleed on me. Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid. She's just chilling? Yeah, she's just chilling and vibing. Oh god, no. Please, no. Alright, well, we're gonna kill this thug, and we're gonna save that dude's son, because I have a feeling that's gonna give me more intel, and maybe more, more assistance in trying to get this whole thing, sorted out. I suppose that's one way of saying it. Is there anything I need to be doing? What's my health looking like? I want to make sure I'm not about to get myself killed. Looks like I have no new spells. Oh, I've got some drugs. We love that. I'll save the drugs for the boss fight. Hey, don't touch that. What are you gonna do? Stop me? And that door opening sound. Gee, this apartment is actually gonna give me a heart attack. I'm actually gonna like lose my shit here in a second. Oh, my heart doesn't feel so good. Haven't seen you before. Looking to go somewhere special? A scream echoes to the pipes, the rotten walls. Hard to tell where it came from. Oh, we have screaming pipes. I need to get to the top floor. If it goes up there, that Stevie J say so. Best you stay here and have some fun. You're gonna help me get there, or you're gonna get hurt? You living dangerously, moron? Don't you even know who Mr. J is? He's the guy who uses morons like you for a frickin' throw rug. Yeah, I was about to say something was gonna get me demonetized. I'm already demonetized. This never got monetized. I'm still not gonna say it. Wait. Like, I pick a fight with him and the dude just walks off? Okay. Some bodyguard you are. I mean, the dude has a hellhound, and apparently really likes zebra meat, so skinning people, I can believe it. Gonna nuke ya. Paco, please tell me you have more than a baseball bat. Oh, good, you have some machine gun. Light him up. Is it? No. Okay. Oh, well, he made it to the intercom. Oh, well. That's a him problem now. Elevator gleams at the end of the hallway. Okay. Yeah, let's just blast it. You know, he might have actually lived if he would have just stopped and fought us. Instead, he just ran away, so we could just shoot him in the back. It's, okay. Well, I guess we just wait here and just shoot everyone as they get off the elevator. Yeah, guys. You really didn't have a plan when you came down here. I don't know what that guy's gonna do. Okay. Hey, shoot him again. Oh god. He's just chucking grenades. Maybe that is a plan. Yeah, just keep blasting this guy, because I really don't want to get grenaded again. I'm gonna have you move over here so that we don't all get grenaded again. And yeah, just fucking execute him. He has no cover to my magic. His magic's just good like that. Yeah, we just blast him. Okay. These are the people that everyone are afraid of? Why? They're like... They barely put up a fight. I shot him like twice and he just died. I mean... I guess people would typically die when you shoot them. But, they died, like, extra fast. There's something on the screen there. BTL junkies are twitching or something. This man looks like he's half zombie. What has he done to himself? Okay. Is there like a... Okay, yeah. So Alt does highlight everything. Yeah, I'm a whole lot less concerned about these guys actually being a threat. Maybe they're just a bunch of small-time, like, wannabe, you know, gangbangers playing king in a run-down apartment that's about to collapse in on itself. Okay, so what do we got here? Screw it. Let's just... if they're gonna be drugged out, let's at least give them, you know, a good drug out trip. And what's in the recording studio? I don't know what this does, so I'm gonna click it. I don't think that guy was very happy. Oh, he's not happy at all. Can't you see I'm working here? Unlike your friend, I can tell you're not going to be reasonable. Afraid I have to kill you. I don't know. Do I just kill this guy for no good reason? Or is just being here a reason good enough? This is a... I mean... He's the one that's keeping all these people addicted to these drugs. I feel like if I let him go, he's just going to go do this somewhere else. Hey, let's clean the streets up. Oh, at least he moves with some pep in his step. Okay. Yeah, this dude's moving like he wants to stay alive. Oh, line of sight blocked. I wonder, can I... Oh, I can move and attack at the same time. Ow. War on drugs. Hell yeah. We're gonna clean the streets up. One programmer at a time. Oh. Yeah, you don't look too good, man. Oh, this is Zipper. That's that dude's son. Oh yeah, he was making like a torture BTL. He was just torturing this dude, uploading it to a chip, and then selling it to people. Yeah, I have zero regrets for killing that guy now. You got lucky today, kid. If I were you, I'd play it safe from now on. You don't get lucky twice. Yeah, I'm gonna tell this guy to lay low. Like, I don't want him taking a stray bullet. I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Yeah, let's, go tell your dad. He'll probably be glad that you're still alive. And maybe he'll be able to tell us some information or anything to help with, Stevie J. This is my home. Get out. That's... You know, that's a reasonable response. Okay. Cool. I saved your son from the thugs across the hall. I don't know how to thank you. Yeah, I got an emotional reunion over there. But I'm not gonna rob the guy. I think he's... If he's in this building, he's probably having a rough enough time as is. Oh, I can't talk to him. Thought maybe they'd have something to say. Well, I still got one karma out of it, so I guess the good deed paid for itself. Okay, do I want to be a smartass, or do I actually want to do the smart thing? Because I have the passcode. I could just go to the floor. Or I could, you know, be Han Solo and just be like, hey, yeah, how are you? You know, things are fine. It's good. It's all good. Everything's under control. I'm pushing the button. Yeah, what do you want? Straight shark. No. Fine. Wonder, can I just keep doing this? Okay, it's just the same thing over and over. I thought maybe I'd be able to annoy this person to opening the elevators just so he could kick my ass. Oh, weaponized annoyance. We're gonna save just in case. Let's ride on up. If we go up there, I'm not leaving until we find Coyote. All right, we'll go up in a minute. Actually, you know what? It's a good point. We haven't explored everything on the first floor yet. There might be more to help us down here. I will not stop nosing around. Yeah, let's move the dresser. Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of stuff back here now. Like the whole world opened up in front of us. Walls crumbling here. Through a hole, you can see a rickety stairwell leading up, but it seems it can be only accessed through a locked apartment next door. Okay. Why does that have a skull over it? Oh! Because that's shamanistic magic. I just use magic. Oops. That's really cool, though. Huh. So I just summoned the ghosts of some drugged out children, it looks like. Damn, that's cool. Okay. Well, does this go all the way up to the penthouse? Well, yeah, let's go up the back door. I don't want to be a tough guy and go up the elevator, but this is definitely the smarter way to do this. Wait, why does she have stairs in her apartment that go up to the penthouse? What kind of fucked up architecture does this apartment have? Stevie J's penthouse apartment might have been nice at one point in time. Classic, even. Now it's filled with neon tube lighting, broken down furniture, piles of rubbish, and crates containing who knows what. Still, compared to the rest of what you've seen, it's positively palatial. I've never heard that word before in my life. The only thing marring the penthouse pseudo-luxury is a woman's cry of pain in the distance, followed by laughter. Someone's being tortured for another's pleasure. You step deeper into the apartment. Let's save Coyote. Hey, at least she's still alive, though. If she can scream, she's still alive. Huffing and puffing, you reach the top of the stairs. Yeah, I mean, it's 5 flights of stairs. I can imagine he doesn't use them. Most sane people aren't going to be using them. And why is it immediately putting us into combat mode? Okay. Well... let's, I guess, lay low and see what we can find. See if we can get the drop on him. Okay. Got some dummies over here. I think I'll move up right here so I can keep cover. Oh, I got glowing symbols on the ground. Oh, I can cast armor. Yeah, no matter how in shape you are, 5 flights of stairs will always be tough. True. That, that's gonna take the wind out of you a little bit. I'm wondering a little bit how to use these. Like, I don't know. I could see glowing things on the floor. Like, see ley lines, but I don't I guess those are ley lines? I assume? I have no clue how to use them. Yeah, you know, after you run up 5 flights of stairs, if you're starting to hallucinate things on the floor, I think you need to sit down for a minute. Yeah. Oh, there's the Hellhound. Ah. You bitch! Here, do you have your zebra meat? You filthy mongrel? Or mangy mongrel, however that insult goes. Oh, yep, he ate it. Hellhound devoured the zebra meat in a few massive bites. They let out a contented growl. Release the hounds! Yeah, I'm gonna hide in here with the Hellhound. Oh, Paco's on fire. Hey, man, you should probably do something about that. Stop, drop, and roll. So, needs drugs, you can run up lots of stairs and hallucinate. Apparently in Shadowrun, Yeah, just put some blood back in you and maybe douse the fire. Yeah, sure. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure you're fine. Spray and pray. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Let's just. How do I? Do I have to move? Do I have to take my... Oh, and... Duh. There we go. Oh, the Hellhounds are not going to fight for us. Dang, I was really hoping they would. Okay, Paco. I guess since you're on fire, just run in there and spray and pray. What? Why did it... Don't heal. That's illegal. Only I can do that. Ooh. System. You really think you can come up here and shoot up my place? Do you know who I am? Who are you? Who are you? Don't you want to know who I am? Yeah, well, let's be egotistical. Well, let's try and we have to match this dude's level of crazy. And yeah, blast him with a big spell. Leyline wounded. Crit rate 5%. I'll just take the guaranteed hit. Well, okay. It was a good try. That dude had a bad day. Oh, now I'm having a bad day. Ow, I'm having a really bad day. Jeez, that hurt. Okay, I may need to reconsider. Oh, here's Stevie J right here. I thought he would be in that room where the screaming is coming from. Well, sure. Let's blast him, and actually, I'm gonna run away. Hey, Paco, they're all yours. Oh, yeah, just go ahead and reload. Oh! Ow. Yeah, you really, you look like you got this under control, Paco. I'm gonna... Okay, well, that's not what I was hoping to see on the other side of that door. I'm going to use a med kit. And then it is not my turn anymore. Cool. Gonna take cover. And... I mean, he's also gonna use a med kit. That seems like a good idea. Oh. This looks bad. Yeah! Get him, Coyote! Wounded 5. I mean, yeah. Wizard with a shotgun. It works. Alright. I guess now we just light this dude up. And, because he's kind of going down like a bitch. Except for, you know, when he put a shotgun. Okay. Right. I may have made a mistake. Mayhaps I spoke a little too soon. Maybe I underestimated him. Maybe that was not what I should have done. Alright, let's spend some karma, because I feel like that's a good idea at this point. This part of the game? Yeah, well, it was going fine until I just kind of stood there and let Stevie J put a shotgun slug into the back of my skull. No, I had the dogs are friendly. Oh, trust me, I am not forgetting about that 5 pounds of zebra meat. Right, that lives rent-free in my head. That is something I will... Look, 5 pounds of zebra meat is not something that is going to be easy for me to forget about. It was 100% Stevie J putting a shotgun slug into the back of my head while I sat there and did nothing. That was really what did it. Especially the part when I said, "This is easy," and then just let him do it. I just stood there and just let him do it. I just laid down and took it. I don't know what totems do, but I kind of want it. I think because upping some of my other abilities at this point is... Yeah, they really don't. I am really appreciating the fact that I took shotgun. Has twice the weight. Oh, of the zebra meat? Yeah, but apparently zebra meat is, like, really, really hard. Apparently, like, people can't eat it according to the dwarf who sold it to me. Which just honestly makes it sound more like a challenge and makes me want it more. I'm a little disappointed that I have to give it to the hellhounds. But I also don't want to be torn to shreds by hellhounds just because I want to challenge myself to eat 5 pounds of zebra meat. As fun as that sounds, I feel like that's a lose-lose situation, because I don't know how my body is going to handle eating 5 pounds of zebra meat. I can barely even steak. Like, I think steak is tough. Even a good steak, I just think it's too tough. So I imagine zebra meat would probably just kill me. Okay. I want to snag this. Oh, what does this do? A new etiquette. Oh, new etiquette. Wow, that's really good, actually. I'll take this, and I don't have enough to buy spirit summoning. Okay. Well, it was all pretty cheap to buy that stuff. And I'll get another... I imagine I'll get another karma for completing this. Is it harder to hunt them because of their stripes? Yeah. They're smaller than horses. Like, surprisingly, they're much smaller than horses. But, they're still very fast and very tough. So the stripes are definitely, like, adding to that speed stat. So if I stand on... Okay, so I stand on these. Okay, Paco, I'm going to give you the meat. Yeah. We can open the door. Okay, and then we're going to all move into this room. Okay, now how do I see what my stats are? Because I don't know actually what the ley lines do. Right? I don't think the game ever explained that. It's easy to find zebras in the savannah. Just point a barcode scanner around and follow where it beeps. I wonder how many zebras you'd have to line up to actually get a read on a barcode. Like, I'd like to see some, like, Mythbusters try that. That'd be a fun episode. I mean, can you just imagine them going to a zoo and then just working to get all the zebras lined up, and then you got to put them in the right order, and then you just kind of you know when the cashier's trying to scan something but it just doesn't scan, you just have to keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, and you're gonna have that one asshole who makes a joke, oh, well, if it doesn't scan, I guess it's free. And then at the end of the day, you finally get all of the zebras to scan, and it's just like, what does it come up to? It's like, it's like a 99-cent Arizona iced tea or something. That's what a herd of zebras is worth. I think it would be so cool if we could domesticate a zebra. People have tried, apparently, like, just something about African creatures that they do not like to be domesticated. Like, they are freaking wild. But you know I'm right though. If people were to like make like a YouTube video, like Mr. Beast makes a YouTube video where he scans zebras, or like Mythbusters. I know there's like some people on YouTube who do Mythbuster videos like that. You know, there's like a biologist out there who works at zebras at a zoo who would be 100% down to let his zebras be used like that. Just like, yeah, sure, we got like 12 zebras here. Let's just line them up for you. I'd watch it. Oh, here we go. Page ley lines. Here we go. Okay, so we actually have a like little booklet in here that tells us how everything works. That's awesome because I actually don't know half the stuff I've purchased. So ley lines. Oh, so there's small, medium, and large ley lines. Having an elephant for a coworker on a construction site would be pretty cool. I mean, they do shit like that in India. Like, I think that's just smart. Right? I mean, elephants are already, like, pretty smart, very social creatures. And, you know, just having them like, oh yeah, just hand me that 2x4. I could see, like, you really only need, like, one person and maybe, like, a couple of kids to just, like, hammer in the nails. And then you just employ the rest of elephants. I mean, at first it sounds a lot more expensive because you have to get the elephants. But at the end of the day, you're probably saving money because elephants, you know, they don't need, like health insurance, they don't need life insurance, they don't need like an actual pay. You don't have to like invest in their like match, what is it, the Roth IRA or whatever. Yeah, you can pay them in literally peanuts. You just get a barrel of peanuts and that elephant is going to be more than happy to work for you. It's not going to complain, you know, it's not going to call in sick. It's, you know, it's not going to have problems with your coworkers. It's not going to hit on your wife. You know, it's not going to catcall girls as they walk by. Honestly, I'm thinking, like, this is a new business opportunity here. We just need to get a lot of elephants. I wonder, like, you could probably even train one of the elephants to clean up after all the other elephants. Or just potty train them. I imagine you could train them like that. You can train them to do all the other stuff. Makes sense. Just so AP damage. Oh wow. So yeah, I just want to stand on this ley line and I just want to absolutely nuke everyone. Yeah, so I just stand here and I just don't move and I win. But we are going to rescue Coyote first. Me again. That's me again. That's me again. There we go. Paco. Oh, there we go. Just gained 3 karma. Would you want to use blue porta potty and after elephant had been in there? Well, they would have to get their own, right? You just have to get an elephant-sized porta potty. I can only imagine the smell. Just imagine the smell. Hey, Paco, just light her up. Yep. These people didn't even notice the gunfire. Never mind. I think they might have noticed the gunfire now. Yeah, they definitely noticed the gunfire now. Those vet bills would be terrible. I guess you could have to get like I've got it. What you do is you go down to the local zoo and you get like a college student who's there like working on things like a summer program, and you just have them do it as an internship. Because imagine it's like after they finish their internship, they're gonna have to like go to a zoo or like an animal reservation or anything like that, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm a very well trained vet. I know what I'm talking about. I've worked with these animals before. I worked at this construction site that specializes in employing elephants." Right? I think everyone would, that would be like the internship people would fight to do, even if it's unpaid. So, I mean, you would be like the elephant guy. Everyone would have respect for you. Well, no, horses are expensive because they're stupid. Elephants can work for themselves. Elephants actually produce things of value rather than are an object of value. I'm biased against horses. I don't like horses. Mostly because I'm allergic. Yeah, man, this ley line adds a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. But yeah, generally speaking, I think horses are, they've been over-domesticated to the point where I think their existence is actually kind of sad. Like, legitimately, I just find horses sad. I guess they're pretty to look at, though. I'll give them that. I'm gonna just sit in my safety circle. Because as long as I'm in the safety circle, they can't kill me. Or something. I think it works like that. Blocked line of sight, but I can buff my boy Paco. Get in there, Paco! I got your back, Paco. Yeah, I'll just stay in the safety circle. Okay, Paco, you're gonna have to work with me on this one. I need you to fall back to me. I'll make sure you stay alive. And we're gonna pull some actual strategy here. Ha! He fell for it. Yeah, get wrecked, dummy. Ooh, actually, I wonder if I should take some drugs before I slap this dude. I mean, use it or lose it, right? Yeah, fucking, let's kamikaze. They're like half-ton animals with the knowledge and consequences of toddlers. I think you're insulting toddlers. Just... Right. Horses have been over-domesticated to the point where they... I don't know. Like, you watch some of these videos of how horses act, and it actually makes me sad. Like, they just don't know what to do if they don't have a person telling them to do something. Maybe those videos were just, like, showing off and displaying, like, the worst of horses that are in those situations. But I used to, like, do landscaping for a horse breeder. She actually raced horses in the Kentucky Derby. And, yeah, it's like all of the horses around there, they were... Maybe they're just too used to people where they've been, like... They're like, very expensive horses, very well taken care of horses. Some of those horses lived better than most people. So... Maybe it was a little bit of that. But generally speaking, those horses have 0 brain cells. They would just stand there and starve to death if nobody were to bring them food. Over-domestication is real. But we got this scumbag. But no, I can't. With a bloody gurgle, Stevie J is no more. Get fucked. What's in your pockets? His passcodes. I guess we don't need his passcodes anymore because we already saved, Coyote. Their horses surrounded by rich people 24/7. Of course they don't know how to do anything themselves. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Even when you have, like, rich dogs and stuff, I still feel like, they... Oh, damn, they fucked her up good. You know, we'll put some Neosporin on it. It'll be fine. You gotta deal with horses that aren't run by people. They're all goofy. I worked with a girl when I did security who had a horse. I was really surprised she had a horse because as security you don't make a lot of money, generally speaking. But she afforded a horse. It was like feeding and housing the thing was expensive, but the fact she bought a horse on like that paycheck was kind of surprising. I never met the horse, but she would have like videos all the time, like showing up to work and showing off. Hey, look, I did my horse this weekend, and that horse did seem a lot more lively, a lot more goofy, a lot more like it has a personality. It looked like. So I will give that. I will give that. Yeah, don't worry, we'll put like a band-aid on it, Coyote, and nobody will even be able to tell. You'll be fine. You alright? No time to talk. It's time to finish this. I think we've already finished it, Coyote. You actually executed the other person with your bare hands. So, because I saw that. Don't think I didn't see that. I don't know why it's still putting us in, like, combat mode. But yeah, horses are expensive. Because, from what I understand, like, just basic housing of a horse is pricey. Like, the actual, like stalls, taking care of it. Because if you don't have a barn or anything yourself, nobody's just gonna, like, take care of your horse and let it chill for free. Oh, I can, like, mouse over people to see what their stat buffs are. Very nice. Oh, that's why. We still have a dude here. What are you doing, dude? You just decided... This dude's the worst bodyguard ever. He just let his boss die. He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear all the gunshots and explosions. Since you have the passcode from the boss man, maybe there's a secret to unlock? Yeah, I imagine there's gotta be something in here, right? Okay, there we go. It was just kept me in combat mode because that one dude was just... I guess he had his AirPod in. He didn't hear. He didn't know. About time you got here, Paco. Who's your friend? Just another professional. I need to ask you some question. I'm Vaughn. I'm here to rescue you. Yeah, and who said I need rescuing? I guess it turns out I did, though. Thanks. Kaya, we need to get you back to the Union. Miss Kubota has a med lab in the basement. No, I need to finish the other thing I came here for. I need to find something for Mr. Delilah first. A stash of gems. Oh, like a real Shadowrunner. She's finishing the job. Oh, yeah, it's like the price of rent. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, horses need a lot of space, right? Like, because you can't just keep a horse cooped up in just, like, one little pen, right? Like, it has to be let out to walk or something. Otherwise, you have to buy, like, one of those horse treadmills. I imagine those are just as expensive. And just as silly, honestly. Delilah? I thought you said you'd never do another deal with that man. Look, Paco, I need an excuse to come back here and settle some debts. Figured I might as well get paid for it. Her voice is strong, but her body's beginning to shake. Yeah, it looks like she had the absolute shit beaten out of her. She probably... yeah. Paco, you get her out of here. I'll finish the job for her, and I'll just give her the gems. I don't even care about the money, honestly. Yeah. Just... You are actually about to die if you stay here. Okay. So now we can look around a little more freely. I won't talk to the Hellhounds. They're just vibing. Okay. I mean, they got a little pile of skulls in the corner. They've got some fires. I guess they're just doing whatever it is they need to do. Okay, I see why we go to the back door now, because here's where the elevator would have come up. The back door, the back stairwell, you can get to Coyote and free her easier. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Why does this dude just have rotting stuff in his kitchen? How? What? You have money. You have thugs and people that work for you. Make them clean your shit up. What are you doing, my man? This dude's trying to run a drug empire on fucking 3-ass brain cells. Ow, apparently I also only have 3 brain cells. What are you doing? Stop. Oh. Yeah, let me just summon a trash spirit. Yo, that thing looks sick as fuck. Pestilence. Yo, that is so cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this real fast. You missed! How did you miss? Escape chance 1 AP. Oh. Oh, every turn it has a chance of... Okay, I understand. There's a chance of breaking free. Ow. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh, fuck! Okay. Maybe the skill that says you can keep control of your summons is an important skill to have. Oh, fuck me, man. Okay. Okay, we're gonna speedrun this. I'm gonna put my points back in. I'm actually gonna save it after we finish this time. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Let's put our points in. Put points in spirit control, sure. Confirm. Okay. We just speed run. We gotta get to Coyote. Get her free. And we're just gonna nuke everybody. I'm actually a little upset at this. That was actually dumb. Okay. Get into your spot. We're gonna get into the safety circle. Paco's gonna give him the meat. Zebra meat. Okay, get in there, Paco. Actually switch to your subject. Yep. Right, now you get in there. There it goes. Okay. I'm also going to take my drugs. Okay, Paco. Open that up. Oh, shoot. I'm at just the right angle that I can't shoot around the corner. Okay. Oh. Light her up. Kinda... Yeah, she missed too. Okay. Yeah, Stevie J. Just give me a second, Stevie. Old Steve-O there. We're gonna get this sorted out real quick, buddy. Don't worry. Okay, yeah. Yep. Now there's 3 of us who are gonna beat Stevie's ass like a bongo. Just beat him like a cheap bongo. Okay, everyone, get out of here. We're gonna fight. We're actually gonna fall back a little bit so that we can just kind of get him clumped up here in like a little kill box. Yeah. Okay. She actually has pretty decent HP for somebody who's been beaten within an inch of her life. Alright, I'll chill Stevie I'm actually gonna have her move first. Yeah. Have her move back here and get behind cover. Bam. And then we can use some big magic. Oh. Okay. Well. Good try, Stevie. Or maybe good try, Paco. Good try. There we go. What are you doing, dude? You got a death wish? Hit with my big spell, which did nothing. Okay. Normal spell. There we go. That's something that's respectable. Her come out. Yeah, shotguns do not play around. That is disgusting. Stevie is having a bad day. Ow, now I'm having a bad day. Okay, well, you got a shotgun. Just execute this dude. With a fucking crit! Jesus! There's no way he's getting those words out. This dude doesn't even have a head after that. Fucking Jesus. He just got turned into fucking chunky salsa. Okay. Well. Everyone's gonna reload, retop off. This dude really does just have his AirPods in. He has no idea what's going on up here. Also, not going to make the same mistakes I made in the past. We're going to open that door and kill the Hellhound altogether using, I guess, you know, all the stuff I learned from that timeline that didn't happen, I suppose. Yeah, leave him alive. We need him alive. Ow. We need us alive, too. We need us alive. Oh, won't let me open the door. That... I hate that. Well, Slimy Boy... Oh, no, I don't want to banish. I don't want to banish. Cancel. I'll fuck him up, Slimy Boy. Ooh, yeah. Just throw some snot on him. I'm sure he loves it. Nice. Yep, we've already been through this conversation. I'm not going to read it again. Just do not eat that chunky salsa, even if you do have chips. Yeah, I mean... Well, I mean, there are some people who could, because there are elves and orcs and stuff, and they are technically not human, even if they are called meta-humanity. So, it's not cannibalism. It might be a little extra crunchy, because it probably has a lot of shotgun shell bits in it, little pellets. Yeah. Also, it might be a little more liquidy than normal salsa. Actually, you know, think about it. A lot of salsa is pretty liquidy. Like, it has like a... At least, I think good salsa should be kind of liquidy. You should have some of that, like, tomato juice float to the top. So you can really mix it in. I like a good... And skull shards. Yeah, it's probably closer to dust. Maybe like, little flakes. Some splinters. I like going down to some, like, the local Mexican restaurants around here and getting, like, some of the nachos and stuff, because the salsa they have, it is, like, omega spicy. One of the places I used to go to all the time, it was, like, they had two different versions. They would have one that they would give to, like, customers and stuff, and they would have one that a lot of people there would eat, because it's a Mexican restaurant. It's owned by a Mexican family. Just about everyone who works there is Mexican. And, you know, the stereotype is that, you know, white people don't handle spice as much. But if you asked for it, they would serve it to you. And there was one or two guys, like, I would order it, and there was another dude. And, like, even the people working there, like, eat this super super spicy like salsa all the time, even they would say like that man's loco. He'll come in here and he'll eat an entire bowl of that like every day in one sitting. And like we'll take between like three of us we can get a bowl down. That dude does it by himself. Dude's fucked up. It was some really spicy salsa though. It would lighten you the fuck up. I'd get down to like, it'd be like a quarter of the way through a bowl of this salsa, and I would just be sweating. You know, you just sit there like, it's good spicy when it's like, you're like trying to take the napkins and like wipe your forehead off. You're like just trying to keep like the sweat out of your eyes, your nose. You're just got like snot and everything just going everywhere. That's the good shit right there. That's the good shit. Yeah, we're gonna finish the job for her because I don't want her bleeding out on this carpet. Look, there's enough stains here already. She should probably get a tetanus shot. Okay. Now, there's a hellhound in this door. I don't like that. Jesus. Those sounds. It really does sound like there's somebody opening a door right behind me. Like somebody's just walking right into my apartment. Do not like it. Oh, I probably need to loot, what's his name, to get the passcode to this door. That's why I can't open it. Yeah, give me your shit, Stevie. You big dumb idiot. Okay. Let's open this, pick a fight with the Hellhound. I forgot to save. I'm a big dumb idiot. I can't summon this because I accidentally summoned it in the last fight. Can I just save right here? Is it possible? It is possible. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of safe scumming, but we're gonna do it anyways. I do not want to play that fight again. Ow. Well, that was my Nova. Actually, I'll just... Fuck, man. Fuck, stop. Yeah, we're gonna save scum the fuck out of this one. Alright. I love hellhounds. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna open up with 2 shotgun blasts. And... you just overwrite your only save file? Mayhaps? So unless RNG gets lucky, we may be soft locked. Well, no. Look. We're hitting for half damage every time here, so it's fine. It's fine. Just... oh, look, see, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We just you just get good. Who needs strategy? We just get good dice rolls. We just roll like a handful of dice, and we just only roll good numbers. Bigger number, better person. Alright, what has he got in here? Other than fucking trash, this dude needs to hire a fucking butler. Like, looking at this apartment and knowing he has people that work for him, it actually makes me upset. Why would you choose to live like this? With literally... why do you have tires that are covered in shit in the hallway? You live on the 5th floor, you insane motherfucker. Like, for the love of God, please get one of the people who work for you to just, like, clean something up in here. It's actually insane. No, I think that's the elevator. They're telling me that I can leave. I will double check the kitchen. Okay, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when... Yeah, who brought the tires all the way up here? But when it's like, I'm a mage and I can summon spirits, and when I walk into your apartment, the only spirits I can summon are pestilence spirits that literally throws up snot and vomit on people to attack. That's what you're living in. Alright. That is... I have seen some bad fucking apartments in my time. The apartments I used to live in, people stopped taking their trash out to the dumpster and just threw it out in the hallway. Do you know why I don't live there anymore? Because of shit like that. There's no way that I would live anywhere where you just have trash, tires, and pestilence spirits just chilling. I see guns in here. I want to take them. There's very clearly a shotgun there. I want it. I can't have it. The game's baiting me. Yeah, the vibes are so bad up in here. Even the ghosts are sick. Yeah, that's fucked up. That is really fucked up. Jesus. Dude needs to go see a vet or something, man. Despite Coyote's... I'm going to put on my narrator voice. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door to the seamstresses' union. Heads raise, and the front room of the bar falls strangely silent. Paco stands by her side now, not speaking, his dark eyes flat with fury. Coyote presses a rag to her clawed-up face. She winces, but manages to keep control as she breathes in slow, deep breaths to manage the pain. Taking a closer look, you see her arm isn't much more than shreds of meat and broken bone, held together by tendons and burned skin. It'll be a miracle if she still has it by the end of the night. Well, the good news is they sell arms, usually of the mechanical sort. You can just buy a new one. People would rob that place for everything in there, and it would raise the property value. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we got out of there. For real though, after Coyote got injured in a place like that, she should really get a tetanus shot, and like, a lot of Neosporin. Like, we're talking like a lot of Neosporin here. Miss Kubota is tending the bar herself when Paco carries the mangled, bleeding Coyote into the union. As soon as the boss lady lays eyes on her missing bartender, the place gets quiet. Fast. By the time she rounds the bar to meet you, Coyote is the color of wet spackle, and there's something new in her eyes. Fear. The woman is face down hellhounds, but the sight of Miss Kubota has her staring at the floor and mumbling. Woman, how dare you miss 2 shifts and come back in here and bleed on my floor? I'm sorry, Miss Kubota. I had a run that went bad. Soka, I can see that. Your arm is a mess. Was this your crusade again? Do not answer. It will only upset me further. You caused me to worry about you, Coyote, and that has distracted me from my business. Hi, Miss Kubota. My apologies. Again. Cherry, take her downstairs to Dr. Castle. Yes, ma'am. And tell Castle to put something new and shiny where that arm used to be. Miss Kubota, I can't afford a cyber arm. I am aware of your financial situation. When you are healed, we will discuss the concept of Giri, the debt of honor. Now go, bleed somewhere else. Yes, ma'am. Hey, I got karma from that. I'm a good person for just watching that, I guess. This is what happens when mom finishes counting to 3. Yeah, I'm putting on my best mom voice for this. That's the vibes I'm getting from Miss Kubata. Her anger at Coyote's rashness slowly washes from her eyes and is replaced by tears. She sniffs, wipes them away, and inclines her head towards you. Domo arigato, Bon. That girl is precious to me. It's not often that we see acts like this in the Barrens. You have performed a great service for my little family, and I welcome you into my home. Consider it yours while your work keeps you here. We both know that words are mere. Beyond my thanks, I offer this as remuneration. Please take it as a show of respect. Let's be polite. I really do not want to piss this woman off. I am honored, Miss Kubata. Thank you. You are most welcome. I offer more than simple lodging. You'll find that there's more to the Union than meets the eye. Uh-oh. Oh, speaking of mom. Are y'all winning, son? Oh, hey, yeah, that's why you see. Yeah, we are. We have rescued people. We have fed 5 pounds of zebra meat to some hellhounds. They loved it. I wish I could have eaten it. I'm a little upset about that, but it's better off with them, I think. And we beat the shit out of a bad guy. He was a real creep. No one's gonna miss him. How are you doing today? I'm a little surprised to see you here. I saw your tweet earlier. It said you were busy with a bunch of stuff. I hope that's going well. I know life can get pretty crazy sometimes, especially when you got taking all those different commissions. Below us is a small facility available exclusively for discriminating independent operatives like yourself. In it, you will find vendors selling the best gear in the black market has to offer, fully equipped cyber doctor, and a secure place to rest when Drek hits the fan, as they say. Yeah, she really is quite the entrepreneur here. Keeping a street dock in here can't be cheap. Indeed, normally I require a percentage of the runner's income to use this facility, but as I said, you're family now. Consider it on the house. To gain entrance, play GAFFC on the piano. I do not speak music. I don't know what that means. Is that the white buttons or the black buttons? Because that is where my knowledge of music ends. Yeah, Blue, he does his best to behave. You know how cats are. Been really busy lately? Yeah, well, hopefully that means business is good for you. And, yeah, it's been a really good stream so far. I think we've had a run of pretty good streams. If you're hanging around, hopefully you enjoy it too. If not, well, I hope everything goes well for you. Oh, Paco's still following me. Nope, I hope everything's going good for you, Paco. I think you probably had a really bad day after seeing your girlfriend get mauled by hellhounds, but I think things are going to be on the up and up. Right? You want to help me stop a serial killer? How do I get downstairs? All right, the piano. Man, they tell me things, and it's like 30 seconds later, that thought's already gone. That thought is left. It has gotten on a bullet train, and it has went somewhere else. Maybe it'll bounce around, come back eventually. Johnny leans on a seemingly brand new mop, surveying the crowd in the Union. Well, yeah, I think just walking up and saying, "Where's the safe house?" is probably the dumbest thing you can do. Johnny Clean is professional. He has standards. All right. You don't get a name like that for nothing. That is an earned name. Hey, Johnny, I'm looking for a cherry took coyote. Piano is a little out of tune. Check it out. I think I will. And hey, Johnny, do you know how to read music? Because I do not. Maybe you could give me a hint here. Maybe help me out. Is it like Mary Had a Little Lamb? Do 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 do. Okay, actually, I don't even know the tune to that. I thought I was going somewhere with that. I thought I could like have the little beeps and boops in my head. I honestly that I know so little about music that I can't even pretend to make a joke. This is actually sad. I used to play the drums. I mean, I took a drum class for like 3 weeks, and I learned one Beatles song because it goes like dun dun ta, dun dun ta, and that's the beat you keep for literally the entire song. And that's everything. That's it. There's there's nothing else I could even pretend. I feel like as a VTuber, all these other VTubers they're so good with music. They're so creative. They're like mind-blowing singers or like guitarists or I see some people who play the violin. When notes go higher on the page, so does the tune. Okay, it took me a second. I know what you mean. So it's like when they're higher on like the little like lines that the tune is higher. For a second there, my first instinct was like, so the tunes on the top of the page are just played higher, but wouldn't that mean every song goes lower in tune the longer it goes on? That's where my mind immediately jumped to. Even I know that's not how it works, but that's where my mind went. I was like, that I've never noticed that music before. Wait, hold on a second. That can't be how that works. I'll just pretend my character is smarter than me. Play chopsticks? I don't even know what chopsticks is. All you eat with chopsticks. Tune smoke weed to get those high notes. I know so little about music, I would believe that. As you slowly peck the notes out on the keyboard, they spark a faint memory of wonder. Immediately forgotten as the entire piano slides to the left, revealing a hidden staircase. You descend the stairs to the Union safe house. Yeah, cool. I want to see the safe house. Yeah, so if you just want to play like the recorder or something to a higher like pitch, you just 420 blaze it, and then you can just hit those high notes just every time. Which is really impressive when you have like Snoop Dogg, but he can keep his voice low and keep like a good beat going. And we all know that man is putting on some legendary, legendary amounts of weed in the back behind stage. Kazoo's the best instrument because all you have to do is buzz how you feel. That is true. I should buy a kazoo. Annoy the fuck out of my cat with it. Oh, look! Hey, look, she's got her arm. It's just on the table. Look, yeah, that's fine. She's fine. Look, turns out she didn't need it anyways. Oh, another thought that just popped into my head. Apparently Jimmy Buffett also smokes, like, legendary amounts of weed. One of my friends was working backstage for a place that he performed at, and apparently the backstage and everyone that was with him was smoking so much weed, and there was just so much smoke backstage that they had to turn off the fire alarms. Or the smoke detectors. There we go, smoke detectors. I know how to play the viola a little, but to be honest, I did not know how to play the kazoo until a year ago. Yeah, I'm surprised how many people don't know how to play the kazoo. Also, I don't know what a viola is. I'm gonna guess it's a string instrument, probably like a violin. Maybe like it's like maybe like a cello. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people don't actually know that you have to like hum with the kazoo. There's been a couple of VTubers who have like bought multiple kazoos and returned them because they thought they were broken, and it cracks me up every single time. And yeah, I hope she gets to keep the old arm. Kind of like in Apex, where Maggie has Fuse's arm just in a jar. She just keeps it in her room. Think of the love child of a cello and a violin. I was close. I was like I figured they were all like it's like French or Italian or something like that. I figure there's only so many variations of the same name for similar instruments. So if I just like slap a couple of them that I think it sounds like, I'd get in the ballpark. Seeing Kazoo failure for one VTuber was funny. Seeing it happen multiple times was hilarious. Yeah, I think Callie was like the biggest one. I think she did it like 2 or 3 times before somebody like finally like reached out to her and was like just hum with it. I think it was her that did that. Don't quote me on that. Gotta go with the biggest, I almost said bass, the biggest bass in the world. I mean, there's some big rigs that have some really big speakers and stuff, but I know that's not what you mean. Not one of them thought to Google how to play the kazoo before returning it and ordering another. I mean, if you're ordering like a $2 kazoo off of Amazon.com, I think it's a pretty rational thing of like when it comes and doesn't work properly, that it's just broken. That's why whenever I tried to play my my ocarina and like all of the notes just didn't sound right to me, like I was hitting like the buttons that they said in the YouTube video, but I was getting an entirely different sound. I had to Google it, and turns out the one that I have is a toy and is not meant to be played. So the one I have actually is just not right. The octo bass, now that sounds cool, is intended to bring extremely deep rumble to the orchestra sound. The 3-stringed instrument stands between 11 and 12 feet tall. Dude, those strings have got to be as big around as like my pinky finger. Sounds cool. Also, the name makes me think that it's the instrument of choice for Octodad. You know, you need to have multiple arms in order to like actually hold this thing up just because of how big it is. That's actually why it's called Octo. The Octo doesn't have actually anything to do with the octaves that it plays. It has to do with the amount of arms you need to hold the thing up and support just the sheer mass of the instrument. Anyways, I want some cyberware too, Miss Castle. Oh, she's got a little demon. I love it. Look, I got that too. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, there we go. See? I have a familiar too. Make it quick. I need to operate. Thanks for helping me out back there. That looked like you could use a hand. And that will be nice. We can talk to about Sam Watts later. I mean, he's not gonna undie or die again. He can wait. Oh, I didn't even realize that I had made a joke. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Right. Sorry. That, I feel like a jackass now. Reminds me of the scene of, Why do I have all these words in my head, and then I go to say what this thing I'm referring to is, and it's just not there anymore. It's just gone. It has just left. It has pieced out. That thought is not within my vicinity. I can't reach for it. I can't call out to it. I can't like try and like salvage anything that I was going or anything I was looking for or any direction I was going. The thoughts just fall out of my head. They just jumble up and then they just spill over and they're gone, man. They're just gone. Yeah, well, hopefully you get to keep the arm, put it in like a jar or something. Yeah, I did. You're actually the second person to say that today. The DVD symbol hitting the corner for the thoughts. Yeah, I got it. Everything's got to line up just right for me to actually pull out a full train of thought. Like, ADHD is bad enough, and then you throw it while you have ADHD while you're on stream, and it's like I'm already thinking of like 3 different things, and ADHD is making me think about 8 different things, and now I can only grab for one of them at a time, but they're all running around, and I'm trying to grab for the one that I need, and sometimes I just grab the wrong one, or I just miss altogether. I think it's a really great way to describe how my thoughts work sometimes. I really love her little imp. He looks like a friendly little boy. I want to give him like a cracker, like in Aladdin. Just start force-feeding him crackers. Ask him if he's a good parrot. Who's a good little demon? Who's a good little demon? Do you want a cracker? Do you want a cracker? I think somebody wants a cracker. I think somebody wants a cracker. Sometimes the train of thought is on fire in a ravine. Yeah, I think Ozzy had it right. I'm on the crazy train, and it's going off the rails. It's not coming back. The rails are like here. It's actually running perfectly parallel to the rails, so it's going in the right direction. It's just doing it in all of the wrong ways. Yeah, so what kind of cyber arm is she gonna get? I'm curious. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? I like the way you think, girl. Yeah, get everyone with a laser. You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Oh. Okay, Mom. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote. I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End of story. It's pretty badass. You're Tokyo drifting the mine trolley. Hell yeah. With a fucking bullet train. You know, I'm with as hyped up on caffeine as I stay all the time. It's, you know, my train of thought does not move slow. It moves fast. We are going places that most people didn't even think of. They didn't even think it was possible for trains to get into these locations. Like that movie Bullet Train. It's a good movie. You should watch it. But yeah, it's like... I don't know. Now I'm just thinking of a cyber arm with a laser inside of it. Because I want to buy one of those. I've got money. I've got a bag of gems in my pocket that doesn't belong to me. I've got some money, and I want a laser arm. I know that technically it makes my spell casting worse, but I think just having a laser arm makes it worth it. Ooh, nighty night. You hit her with the hospital orderly. Just like you're not paying attention, just took. Go to sleep. Or like the classic of count backwards from 5, and by the time you get to 4, you're gone. You are knocked out. I remember the chest armor upgrade is pretty good. If it's like the tabletop version, it'll probably be like Durasteel plate. Not Durasteel. Subdermal plate. Yeah, because I think trolls have that, that's just a natural thing that trolls have, where their skin is just so tough, and they have, like, all those bony, like, protrusions and, like, spikes and like, actual, like, bone armor plates that just naturally protect them. Trolls are so badass in Shadowrun. I love them. Oh, now that she got the blood wiped up off of that, that's a badass scar. Also, her eyes looking a lot better. Coyote looks both better and worse when you last saw her. All the gaping holes are plugged, and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm. But now that the adrenaline is worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science, combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. If I do another run of this game, I might go full troll shotgun. Dude, that sounds really broken, because you could just like max out just body and shotgun and just be like literally an unkillable tank. Just run up, grab somebody with one massive arm, just hold them by like the waist, bring them up, and just hold the shotgun just right at torso and just start bisecting people. Yeah, nice arm. Thanks. Miss Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. Looks like you got something on your mind. I do have some questions about Sam Watts. Sam's dead. Holy dreck. Sam? Can't say I'm surprised. He was on the downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Thing about Sam, I hear you liked him. Yeah, that seems like a good conversation opener. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. Well, no accounting for taste, Sam made some bad jokes. Now, when he was sober, he was chill and funny. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served him that night, so what happened that night? I need details, like, was there, like, anyone unusual around? Was there anyone following him? Did you notice anything that he didn't notice himself because he was just too strung out, just too drunk? It was a pretty average night, regular crowd as I remember. Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, you know him? Yeah, he's a charmer. I like gingers. I do too. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing him back, but good. Eventually he got loud. Well, he sometimes did when mixed drinking and who knows what. Miss Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around, can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out back into the alley. It's the last time I saw Sam. He got loud. Do you know what he was saying? Maybe, I'm going to die, please help me? That's usually what people say before they die. Or please don't kill me. That's probably number 2 in popularity. Standard Sam Drek, how he grew up rich and didn't deserve this, how he hated his mother, how he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Ah, one of those nights. I think everyone's been there at least once. I know some people who've been there more than once. I imagine Sam had enemies. This is going to be a question I already know the answer to, but might as well get the details on it. Enemies. That's hard to say. Sam partied hard when he did. He ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion. No, I don't think he had any enemies. At least none I'm aware of. Well, we don't need to ask how bad his drinking was. The man was literally trying to drink himself to death. If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad. But Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. Wasn't like that, but once he got sick, he started using more of the stuff. Try and forget about it. He was sick? Yeah, probably more liver failure. When you drink a whole bunch, your liver gets sad. It gets it has a little sad face emoji. Sometimes a little tear. Like that's when you know shit's really bad. When it's a sad face emoji and it's crying, like just one tear. That's the real hard shit. Yeah, that's the emoji that if you like pull up like a doctor scan of his liver, it just displays that emoji. That's just the full medical readout. Just one emoji, not even like a big emoji. It's just like size font 11 in like the top left-hand corner. Maybe if you like pull up the second page for like extra details, it just said, "Shit's bad, yo." Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. Had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while one day and came back all better. Looked good even. Yeah, he got an artificial liver. So he was great at drinking? Yeah, I mean, if your liver goes bad, you get drunk extra fast, extra gooder. So, I guess it was working out for him. Yeah, he got an artificial liver, and that's why he got repoed. Yep, calling it now. 100% calling it now. He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Oh. Huh. So he would drink, always talked about how he loved his mom, how he hated his mom, how everything was his mom's fault, how he used to be rich, and now he's going to his mom and getting pricey cybernetics. Did his mom sick the repo man on him? Did his mom also get poor and now she signed him up for a real bad deal? Was this actually his mom's fault? The plot thickens. Some people do casual drinking. Sam did ranked competitive drinking. Hell yeah, my man. Gotta go for rank number 1. Whatever it is, you get your Apex Predator, the League of Legends, the thing League of Legends has. He was going for that Battle Royale, number 1 victory royale right there. Yeah, so where did he live? On streets mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch, but he's always overstay his welcome and get kicked out of it for a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash on one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. Thanks, Coyote. Oh. Yeah, sure, what do you need? I'll do something for you. Yeah, what do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Miss Delilah for me. Or Mr. Delilah for me. About the run. He's usually upstairs. Tell him I didn't get the gems. I could take another run at it and I recover. Actually, don't worry about it. I got the gems. I'll just hand them over on your behalf. Yeah, let's see. So he slept here. Let's see if he... It's a mess. Reeks of booze. Yep, found the right one. Definitely killed his mom for inheritance. Maybe. But everyone else who was killed by the Ripper had cybernetics, had like pricey cybernetics taken, and they all were very poor people. Like everyone was working like really shitty jobs. Or like Sam himself, who was effectively homeless. So I'm thinking everyone had to like borrow money to get these cybernetics, and they couldn't pay them back, and that's why it got repoed. So I don't think he killed his mom for inheritance, because then he would have the money to buy the cybernetics, or at least pay it back. I'm thinking that either she loaned him the money, or she got him set up with something, and neither of them, or maybe she just left him out to fucking fend for himself, but that he couldn't pay it back one way or another. Like when they came looking for their money back, there was no money either from him or his mom. That's what I think. I'm pretty smart. I'm like low key a genius. So I'm going to say that I'm right with 100% accuracy, and there's no way I can be off on this. Mystery solved, case closed. We just got to go and find a Ripper clinic that is like giving people cybernetics that they can't afford, and has a very aggressive hands-on return policy. That's that's what I have to say. Yeah, but let's take a look at the photo. Is it me? Is it a picture of me? Oh. Picture of a blonde boy and girl, both about age 14, sitting on a dock at the edge of the lake. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm wound tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind the head with her fingers. Oh wait, I want to check the back of the photo. Written in a woman's hand. Oh, just because it has neat handwriting, you assume it's a woman? Yeah, that's probably right, actually. Looking at the image on the... Oh, wait, why am I reading all this? Okay, so... This was Sam and maybe his girlfriend, maybe his sister, I don't know. You know, if he's from the South, yeah, he'll kiss his sister. Maybe Sam had a sister wife. Maybe they wrote it using Coyote's lost arm. Yeah, it's still gotta be good for something, right? We just use it as a note-taking device now. You know, they have those robots that'll like do like handwriting for you. Yeah, we just slapped Coyote's arm in there and we just let it write for people. It's very fortunate that she was left-handed. Oh, this is my stash. Cool. Restores life to a teammate. I want to hold on to that. I'm actually going to put the nitro up. Yeah. I don't know enough spells, man. I want to learn some more. Okay, so that's my stash. Really nice we have that there. Let me check the cyberware. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread. But in the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanistic fetishes. This is a sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. I mean, if my doctor has a fetish, I guess that's their prerogative. If it makes them do medicine better, sure. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulder, like her own personal gargoyle. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does look up long enough to approach you, or acknowledge your approach. Yeah, see, I've got a sprightly spirit too. Say hi, Leaf. Yeah. See? Mine's cuter. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. And I suppose you're going to patch her up. Impressive work. You're welcome, Doc. Can I say that was some work you did on her? Talents may be going to waste down here. No, that's kind of insulting. This is a good place. Especially if they've got her set up with, like, a super high-end medical facility in here. Nilsheen, now fixing up her arm. That was a piece of work. Surprisingly routine, as it so happens. Well, I would like to keep all my giblies and bits attached and kind of where they're supposed to be. Then again, you know, cyber arms are really cool. Maybe a little bit of cyber arm. I can tell you're surprised to find a fully serviced medbay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar after all. That's what I like to hear. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there's no better place to set up a practice. Patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. What can I help you with anything? Yeah, what cyberware do you have available? Data Jack, I don't want that. Oh, wow, they actually have the producers. 6 HP. Renraku's basic Cyber Eye. That sounds very useful. I wonder if this is going to have the mechanic where it decreases my spellcasting capability. Because that is a thing in the tabletop game. Get a cyber thumb. It's like a thumb drive, you know? I could just like take my thumbnail off and just plug it into a computer. And yeah, I keep like portable versions of games on there. I got like Minecraft Portable. I can play Minecraft on any PC. I just gotta, you know, keep my thumb plugged into the side of it while I play. It's got all my mods on it too, you know. And when kids come up asking, like, you got any games on your phone? I can just, like, you know, pull up my thumb and just, like, plug it into a phone or something and be like, yep, there we go. Got Minecraft, kid. Cyberware is limited by your essence. Okay, yeah. In the tabletop game, it is too. In the tabletop game, like every time you buy cyberware, it decreases your essence, and you can't have essence lower than 0.1. I believe if you get like gamma, there's alpha, beta, delta, gamma. That's the ratings of cyberware. if I remember trying to read the cyberware thing like from like 8 years ago, um, with alpha being or base cyberware not having anything, then alpha being next best, beta being the best after that, then A, B, C, D, yeah, delta, then gamma. And gamma can be like 0.01 and stuff. So technically you can go down to 0.01 of your essence left. And as long as you do that, you're fine. But additionally, for every essence you lose in the tabletop game, you goes gamma, then delta in the Greeks. Well, the Greeks fucking apparently don't know the alphabet. You know, it has a little song and everything. Maybe when they were writing it down, they should have sang it to themselves. Fucking idiots. I thought they were smart because they had philosophy and shit. But, yeah, in the tabletop game, every point of essence you lose, rounded down, by the way. It's every point of essence you lose rounded down. So if you lose, like, 0.1 of your cyberware, that counts as 0.1 essence because you round your essence down to the lowest whole number. So for every 1 essence you lose 1 of your casting stats. So, like, if you have, like, 3 in spell casting and you lose 1 essence, your max spell casting is now 2. So you just straight up lose a whole point. And that counts. You still spent on that point. So it actually decreases your maximum amount that you can buy it back up to. So, like, going full cyborg and trying to cast spells does not work. It is really, really tough to, like, balance it out. If you're just doing, like, dabbling in a little bit of spell casting, then it's not that big of a deal. But if you're going full spellcaster and you lose your arm and have to get a cyber arm, you're just a worse spellcaster now. Like, you just are not as good. And you never will be as good as you used to be. The Greek alphabet letters are shaped like they are due to the fact the Greeks would write in wax. The fuck? Wait, how do you write in wax? You just constantly got to be heating that shit up? Do you have like a paintbrush? Like tattooing the paper? They got like stone tablets like Hammurabi out there fucking tattooing wax onto these stone tablets. These are the same people who were drinking out of lead cups because they thought it tasted better. I am really starting to wonder what the Greeks were fucking thinking. Man, apparently they had their shit all out of whack. To make sharper edges rather than curved ones like B and D. Like wax tablets. So what, you just leave your book out in the sun and you just... Oh, shit. Guess I don't have a book anymore. It's gone. Sun ate it. Sorry, kids. That was a priceless tome. Guess that knowledge isn't getting passed along. Makes me wonder how the hell, like, Odysseus... Like, what is that called? The Odyssey. Yeah, how the Odyssey got passed down then. If they're writing shit on fucking, like, fucking wax stickers. It's like scratching with a stick into wax tablets. Yeah, but I mean, if you get... I have a candle, and I've lit one on fire one time, and it melted the wax. So now I'm just thinking the Greeks are idiots. I feel like I said that in like the most Joe Rogan way possible, of just like, well, this one time I had this one personal experience. I could do a podcast like that. And I guess I effectively am right now. Just going off on these random tangents, doing whatever I want. People teaching me things, arguing with me, telling me, no, actually the world doesn't work the way you think it is. It would be like a 2-page book. That's not a book. That's barely a paragraph. Wait, no, 2 pages. That would be a couple of paragraphs. That'd be barely a chapter. That's not even a short story. That's like a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Look, there's Neko Boy blue because I don't know anything else that rhymes with blue off the top of my head. The Odyssey is apparently the first book in a multiple part series. We don't have copies for the rest because they got destroyed, and the only blah, and oh and only know they exist from sources mentioning them. Okay, that wasn't me having a stroke. You actually just fumbled a word. Tablets made of wood or sometimes ivory with a recess filled with wax were common writing support for the ancient Mediterranean world. A sharp stylus made with wood, metal, or bone would be used to write on it like a notepad. It can't be that hard just to make some ink and to write on a tablet with that. The Egyptians were doing that way before the Greeks were around. And guess which one lasted longer? The Greeks are just... They're just stupid. They're actually dumb if they did that. Oh yeah, what happened to the library? Oh well, it got really hot in here, and we're in the medieval ages, so we don't have AC yet, and all of our books melted. Yeah, real tragedy about that one. I really didn't see it coming. Really came out of left field on that one for me. It just, yeah. It turns out where the sun was setting right there by the window, the section next to the window, it just went first. We're gonna have to mop it up later. Actually, most Egyptian was on parchment papyrus, either burned or rotted. Now, I've seen hieroglyphs on walls. They have the one where the dude's using a computer. That's how we know that the pyramids were built with aliens. Or by aliens. And there were ones that hold businesses. Okay, well, the Library of Alexandria, that could happen to anybody, really. I mean, didn't they just burn a library down in France? Pretty sure it was a pretty big library, too. Well, it can happen to anybody. Right? I don't think they had sprinkler systems back then. I feel like that's one of the things that could be proven wrong. Like, you just put, like, a bunch of water in a bunch of pipes inside the walls and then just cover it with wax, so that if something catches on fire, the wax will melt and then all the water, like, leaks out. I mean, like, they had running water and, like, toilets and stuff in Rome. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some shit like that. Lots of Greek knowledge was written on papyrus or parchment. Well, there we go. At least some of them had some brain cells, I guess. I remember there's a quote by, I almost said Pythagoras. Who's the other psychiatrist guy? Philosopher, not philosopher guy. Had a lot of things to say about a lot of people. Not Confucius, because Confucius was Chinese. But he had a lot of things like to say. Yeah, Socrates. Yeah. Or Plato. Yeah, one of those guys. I remember he has a quote that survived that was about how, like, this younger generation just doesn't want to work. They just want things to be handed to them for free. I find it funny. It's like people have been saying that since the dawn of time. Kids these days, they just don't know what hard work is. They all want to run off and be YouTubers. Wars were a big cause of loss of writings and artifacts. Yeah. It's like when ISIS became a thing, and they just went out and they were, like, actively trying to destroy like a bunch of, like, statues and, like, ancient, like, writings, like walls and stuff, like wall paintings and stuff, like any sort of, like, ancient artifacts and stuff. They were, like, actively, like, blowing them up, smashing with hammers. They made a whole bunch of, like, videos and put them on, like, a live leak and stuff. It's actually pretty wild. Very sad, very sad. Made me very upset. I don't like seeing old history get destroyed like that. It was... I don't... The stuff they're destroying is their own country's history? They should care about it more than I do. Why do I care about their own history more than they do? Actually makes me upset. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, and the fact that most writing and most history hasn't been like properly recorded and is just lost. Like, we just don't know how a lot of things worked and stuff back then. We just have to like piece it together and do our best guess because all of the writing and stuff is just gone. This new paper stuff will die out. Kids need to learning how to chisel tablets. Yeah. A lot of writings were also written onto clay tablets. I think like Mesopotamian writings. Yeah, they had like the world's first writing system, and we still have that shit around. Turns out rocks last a long time. Rock good. Heavy, but good. Obviously, we all should have just learned like magic runes, and we could just like inscribe them onto stuff like wizards do, and then you never have to worry about it. Somebody has to go up and actively cast Dispel Magic on that shit, and well, then they're just being an asshole. But if they never do that, your writing's forever. Otherwise, I think second best is, yeah, just put that shit in a rock. One, it's going to be hard to lose, because if you move that thing, you're going to remember doing it. You're going to be lugging that shit around somewhere. And two, rocks, just, they last a long time, man. You're going to be keeping that rock for, you know, that rock is going to be in the family for generations. They should keep it safe in case the British come along. Well, at least the British aren't destroying it. They're just relocating it. Rock safe. Heavy, hard to move. Yeah. You know, if we had magic runes, there'd be a whole lot of magical graffiti insulting people's mothers. Yeah. Yeah, you get some street mages, you walk into like some like alleyways. You know, somewhere like Diagon Alley. It's all over the place. It's pretty bad. They have to go out there and like, you know how like normal people have to like scrub it off, like whatever. There they got to get their wand and you like slowly like erase it, kind of like you're in like MS Paint. And you have like the smallest like you have like 1 pixel big like thing, and you have to like try and erase like a big glob of a color. Yeah, it takes a while. There's runes of phallic objects in all civilizations. Yeah, the runes from Pompeii all survived, like all the like graffiti and stuff, and it literally is just like the same kind of shit you see on like image boards and just like graffiti and stuff today. Just like so and so has a big dick, and it's like so and so loves so and so, like calling people out like, hey, this guy said a mean thing, so I fucked his wife. Like, people never change, man, and I hope they never do. Like, we gotta keep the tradition alive. Our great grandkids are going to have to find new and interesting ways to tell people that they slept with another. Like, yeah, fuck you, I slept with your mom. Or like, yeah, well, my dick's bigger than yours. Like, come on, we can't let it die. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. Tagging the concrete walls with runes to insult you every time you walk by. Yeah, just throw a magic mouth on it. I think there's one of the new bardic subclasses. I think it's either a feat or it's one of the subclass features. They can just cast it without expending material components. So like they can just cast magic mouth on just all over the place because it just lasts forever. Don't stick your wand in the magic mouth, kids. Or, you know, do. I'm not a cop. I'm not going to tell your mom. I'll laugh at you. Definitely going to make fun of you. But I won't tell your mom. Look, if the concept of sticking your wand in a magic mouth even crossed your mind, your mom's already probably disappointed at you. So I'm not going to go and make her any more disappointed at you. So apparently I'm more poor than I thought, and I can only afford Cyber Eyes. Yep, can confirm. Oh. Dang. So we have modern medical technology, which makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be. It's still an ordeal for both the body and the spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. That's awesome. Can you sell me some of these spells? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on the patients after my surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Yeah, that's cool. You know, Leaf can do tricks too. See, she can blink real fast. Yep. Yeah, she can look cute. Yeah. Can yours do that? I didn't think so. I win. Yo, this dude looks like a mage. Look at that drip, man. Popped collar. Got all kinds of, like, archaic, like, spell shit on his robe. Yeah. This dude's got the drip. Oh, his eyes are glowing? Yeah. Got any of them, spells? Past the bar, the edges of the safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. The man seems only half in this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space, while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young human, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Half-Dream. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. Hell yeah, man. Hook me up with that good shit. Dispel magic, heal wound, mana ball, acid stream. Oh wow, there's a lot more spells in this game than I thought. What the fuck? Okay, so I own that. So these are actual spells. I want a flamethrower. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. Yeah, 12 damage with a 1-turn cooldown. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, so no contra. I cannot chi cast. Oh, fetishes are consumables. Yeah, the heal spell does sound really good. I'm probably going to grab that too. I mean, that just sounds like anything like any caster in a Shadowrun universe should have, because you're going to get shot sooner or later. I've already been shot several times. I don't know how I'm still alive. Okay. So if there's not a spirit around that I can summon, I can just use a fetish to summon a spirit. That seems really good to have on hand. Like, just to have one of these in my back pocket. What's the difference? Summons a Force 1 Earth Elemental. Oh, there is no difference. This dude just has multiple copies of these. Okay. I'm just gonna go Fire, because that sounds badass. She can't use Conjuring. So, okay, so I just... Okay, so she's just buffs. Okay, so this is just the other version. This is just the shamanistic version of spellcasting. Yeah, haste sounds really good. Just more AP, that's just more attacks they can do. I mean, I can use a fetish to summon a bunch of furries, but you don't see me selling it for piles of Nuyen. Maybe that's maybe that's something you should look into. That is a valid career path. It's like, look, when you have artists, you really have like a path you can take. It's like a specialty tree when you're assigning your skill points. And if you put those skill points in furry art, The penalty is really, it comes to your sanity, but the money, I'm pretty sure, makes up for that. If I at any point in my life had put in more skill points into art, I would have 100% put them into furry. I will suffer the mental and emotional damage of drawing the things that I would have to draw, but I would cry myself to sleep at night while sleeping on a bed made of $100 bills. And it would be delightful. I just roll around and it just, yeah. Doing the evil renegade route in an RPG, yeah, pretty much. You just, you're obviously choosing the wrong thing, but think of the money! Heals all of the damage from the most recent attack. Holy shit, that's just a no you card. Like, had just fuck this dude up. No, you didn't. Hey, I'm gonna just delete all of this dude's health. No, you didn't. Yeah, just edit him, dude. Nope, he's fine. That's screw you. We ain't doing that. Target ignores all enemies. Lasts for 2 rounds. These are really good. I'm really glad I picked Mage. I kind of want Lightning Bolt because that just seems like a better version of Mana Bolt. I guess Mana Bolt's good if you're casting it on like a mage or something that has high willpower that would normally resist your spells. But being able to give -1 AP sounds really good. So I'm gonna go back to Conjuring. I want to see what slow does. Target's movement. Yeah, I'd rather reduce their AP. Because if they don't have enough AP to get to me, could if you weren't a coward. What, like, start learning furry stuff? I've talked about this before, but man, learning art just takes so much time. And I literally just... It's not that I don't have the time, right? I think that that's a terrible excuse. Anytime you're like, I wish I could do this, but I just don't have the time. No, you have the time. If you really cared, you would find the time to do it. I am pretty busy. I am busy doing stuff all the time between streaming, working a job, and writing that that tabletop game that I haven't announced yet. I talked about it a little bit, but you know, that's basically 3 jobs right there, and I still have time to go to the gym every morning. The gym is my living room, but I still make time to walk all the way over there and to work out, right? Because I care about it. It matters to me. I think that's the way it is. If you're watching, 3 hours of Netflix every day, you have the time. You have made time to watch that Netflix because it matters to you. It's important. It's something you want to do in your day. So you have made sure that you set the time aside to do that. So if you're using the excuse, well, I can't learn to draw, or I can't learn to play an instrument or something because I just don't have the time. No, if you really cared, you would set the time aside to learn. And that's where I'm at. I don't care enough to set the time aside. I want to do these other things. I want to work on that tabletop game. I want to stream. I actually want to go and work. And whenever I'm not doing those 3 things, I like to play video games. I want to do these things. That's what I set my time aside for. So I can't say that, I just don't have the time. But man, if there were more hours in the day, learning to draw probably would be one of the things I would make time for. If I just had 2 more hours in the day, I would probably set some time aside for it. I think it's a great skill to have. I got very motivational there. That was directed at Blue. Oh. Well, you set me off. You set me on a big motivational thing. Get motivated. Yeah, Blue. She's right, though. Look, I've got puppy dog ears on my hat. You should draw me as a furry. I dare you. I double dog dare you. See what I did there? Oh. I'm getting wild. I'm getting clever. I've got jokes. I'm getting funny. I don't know. The minute you start bringing up furry stuff, though, it does get a little funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the spell list. Let's move on to the next thing. Weapons, decks, drones. Okay. I don't want the armor spell. There's 1 armor for 2 rounds. I don't think that's worth 1 AP for me when I could just undo all the damage they took as long as they're still alive. How do I swap it? How do I unequip this? I don't think it's going to let me to in this menu. Go to my stash. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I didn't like that. Okay. Well, sure. Fine. We'll manage. Actually, I didn't want the nitro. Why can I pick up and move the nitro, but I can't pick up and move anything else? Am I dumb and I just don't understand how the controls work? That's probably what it is. Yeah, we want some med kits. I want that, and I want the... Yes. Yeah, I just keep the grenade in my pocket in case I get upset. Sometimes you don't have the motivation or the brain chemicals aren't lining up to learn a new skill, and that's a big time sink. Yeah, I mean... Motivation isn't always internal. Sometimes there are external factors to motivation. And that's, I mean, like somebody who's depressed will exhibit far, far less motivation to do something than somebody who's not depressed, right? But I'm talking just, I guess, like in a vacuum, like people who use like time as a an excuse, because I really do think that motivation plays a big key. Like if you really, really care about something, you will set the time aside to do it. Again, yeah, people with the brain worms or other things are probably going to have a different thought process. But at that point, I would say the whole thing with that is that it's not a normal thought process. They've got something that's basically playing an inhibitor on that. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist or a brain chemical scientist. So I don't really know how much I should really say on that because I just don't know enough probably. But purely speaking from a motivational standpoint, I'll stand by what I said. That if you really, really care, then you'll find time to do it. Yeah, and sometimes it's a hobby. Like a lot of people do drawing as a hobby. Like different types for different people. Uh-oh. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, my mic just fell off. So give me just a second. Yeah, I'll just... Okay, I'm back. Um, so yeah, the part of my mic that attaches to the table just completely detached and fell off because my table has a lip to it. And yeah, I managed to just catch my mic before it fully went splat on the floor. So had to resolve that so that you guys can hear my how obnoxious my voice is. Oh man, now my cord's all over the place. Whatever, I can fix that later. That's not a problem, as long as it still works. Please. Okay, yep, my mic is still working. I just checked it. I usually keep where I can't hear myself. I will go insane if I have to sit here and listen to myself talk. I just make you guys listen to me. Alright, so I'm loaded up. I've got a grenade. I've got a whole bunch of spells. I've literally turned my hand into a flamethrower. T.B. Gruberman. I like this dude's name. Theodore Buster Gruberman is a well-groomed orc, dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform. His hair is cropped short, high and tight, as they say. High and tight, as they say. And the neatness this presents... Why am I having so much trouble reading this? As they say. And the neatness this presents was only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious to ruin the line of his suit. I think I'm having a stroke. My brain, my eyes, they can't handle it. The words are not working. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers. Calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arcs of fire, razoring factor, tensile strength, and of course, price. He's a businessman. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore, on occasion. Anytime you're in the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. Well, let's take a look. Have another shotgun. I mean, I've got a homemade shotgun that does more damage than yours. Oh, it has more ammo capacity. That would be nice. Sells grenades and stuff too. We like that. We like that. Yeah, but I'm not seeing anything in here I really want to invest in. You know, an AK would be nice. I don't think I have anybody in my group that uses that, so it's like kind of no point. I mean, I can already throw like lightning bolts and flamethrower arcs and magic missiles, so change your clothes, change your life, right? Not only will you look better, now not that you look bad now or anything, but each one will help you keep on the right side of the ground. Take a look. Is this armor? Oh, this is armor. Oh, wow. It actually adds HP. Oh, dodge. Oh, wow. So your armor actually matters quite a bit. Okay, so these are like the base styles that you start the game with. Coolest hat in the shadows that grants +1 intelligence. Kind of inclined to take that. I think it's more than just the hat. Let me check. What does the inventory look like for armor? Okay, so there's only one outfit slot. So if I wear the hat, I have to take off all my clothes. I understand. I still kind of want to do it anyways. It's just imagine it's like just see like a naked mage just running down the hallway wearing nothing but a black hat. Like a little tiny top hat. Just, magic missile! The tourist look, I kind of like that. Just running around, just a Hawaiian t-shirt. Just one step above Street Ganger. Yeah, the armor would be nice. But charisma or intelligence would be really nice. Actually, wisdom would be the best. Maybe charisma. Armor and HP is worth it. Yeah, but if I get wisdom, I can do more damage. Technically, same damage, but I'll be more accurate. I'll be more likely to crit. And technically, this is 2 armor, which is twice as much armor as I already have. So it's double. It's so good. It's twice as much. Or I could do charisma. I think I'd want to do willpower first, since I'm not guaranteed to have a spot where I can summon anything without having to spend money on the summon. Yeah, and it's only 300. What a steal. Oh man, that looks so cool wearing my sunglasses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But if I do enough damage, they'll be dead and I won't. So it'll be okay. Oh yeah, I look like a tough guy now. I want that coat though. Let's be honest. That's the end game. That's the goal. Just be so hopped up on magic all the time that you just only halfway exist in the real world. I forgot what I was actually supposed to do here. Is there a return to Coyote? Oh, yep, I remember. I have to give the thingy to the guy about the bag full of thingies. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, it's this guy. Very clearly has is marked for me. Oh, I dig his sunglasses. Dude's got kind of a I don't know, like a renegade. I don't really give a fuck, like 70s look. Mr. Delilah looks looks small and tough, with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done, and occasionally does them himself. He might be an ex-runner, one of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes were slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I got no business with you. We're with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. His attention. Why didn't you say so? Coyote's late. My client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs trying on a new arm. The run went south for her. No kidding. Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? Vaughn. He's Paco. Yeah, I'll introduce myself. We can be civil. Great, we're introduced. Now give me my stones. Yeah, just give him the stones. I mean, I don't care. Just give it to him. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope in his eyes. Moving quickly through appears to be the most valuable stones. He stops and finds what he wants. What appears to be an ordinary pebble inscribed with Hebrew characters. This is the one. Oh, there was a magic stone in there. Smart. Because if you have, like, a bag of gems, people are going to steal the most valuable one and just kind of ignore the regular one, which is actually the most valuable one because it's magic. Okay, you done good, but you're late. And Coyote knows that in this case, late equals no payment. But I'm feeling monogamous right now, so you guys can keep the rest of the gems as your reward. Deal. Listen, you look the sort of man who might run a crew of your own one day. You might have a little talent. When that happens, come to me. I'll set you up. Looks like you impressed him. I know a fence for those gems. Van Gass, follow me. Alright, I'll just follow him. Oh, he just happens to be right over here. Very convenient. Hey, Van Gass. Oh, I like the eye. Van Gass is busy talking on his comlink, checking his heads-up display, and monitoring a runner standing nearby, all at the same time. He is an intense little man. You get the sense that he likes to look busy. I'm Van Grass. Make it click. Business good. Talk to me. Yeah, I see you're a busy man. That's right. And so I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come to the possession of these rare stones. Rare stones, huh? Well, let's see these rare stones. You hear the servo in Van Grass's cyber eye whirl and hum as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where'd you get this, Drek? Gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Yeah, sounds good. That's a lot of money. Done, give me your cred stick. Oh yeah. We should probably go and give Coyote her cut, though. Hang a second. She didn't do anything. Well, I guess there's not even an option to give her her cut. Yeah, great. What was it? A photo. Do you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned it once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along well. He was rambling on about her last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I couldn't really follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink Cardiac got her cut. It was... Oh yeah, it was just above the elbow. Yeah. Yeah. The new arm is so nice and shiny. Your comlink chips and the screen shows a smiling Officer Aguirre, and he's smiling. It must be about money. Oh yeah, because I donated to the orphan fund, and now I get tips and pleasant conversation or pleasant calls from the police, letting me know if anything interesting is happening. You know, with the orphans. Officer Aguirre, pleasure to hear from you. Yeah, we're buddies. Let's go dancing soon. Listen, the Ripper's got another one. A victim worked on the NTSB investigation facility down on the docks. You owe me for this. Put on my tab. See you there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. Yep. The Ripper murder? Where? The docks. I'm gotta go. Okay, listen. I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before. Something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm tore off. And Sam was my friend. You head to the docks, and I'll see if I can't track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. Yeah, I appreciate the help. I'm not gonna turn down help. Hell, maybe even Paco will help me. I'd be happy to have him on my back. Dude is pretty good with that submachine gun. Oh, he's just still chilling over here. Well, I'll let him just chill. The dude's had a rough day. He's probably not used to doing Shadowrun stuff. So, I'll let him vibe. I really can't help but just notice this lovely lady every time I come through here. I really wish I could talk to her. I, actually wish I could talk to her. The trolls are neat. I like the trolls. The South Seattle Docks. Hell yeah, let's go. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. Now, the Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day. Let me try that again. Reading is hard. English is a very hard language, and I'm not very good. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination? The National Transportation Safety Board warehouse. It's located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such place, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Alright. Oh, we got some homeless people. Alright, the last homeless person was actually very helpful. Streetwalker? Well, she's a couple of steps from being a jaywalker. Police might get you for that. I have a lot of fame to spend. Or karma. I don't know why I said fame. Willpower. Increase spellbook slot. It sounds pretty good. This is a new etiquette. That also sounds really good. I actually could just buy both of these. Yeah. I'm just gonna buy both of these. Let's see, we already have Shadowrunner. I think Street might be really good. Maybe security? We're doing an investigation, and we've been dealing with the cops a lot. I think I'm gonna pick up security, know how to run with guards, know how to run with police, know how they would kind of handle the situations and stuff. I think it's an important thing for Shadowrunners to know, right? You gotta be able to understand the other side of the coin. That way you always know, like, if you know what they are going to do, then you can plan for it. And you know how to dismantle any plans that they have already planned. I'm not kidding, I don't have a plan. Okay. Very nice. I'm rolling 10 dice for my magic attacks and 6 dice for my charisma stuff. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's very smart. We don't need hacking. Do I know what I look like a JPEG is? Hey, you looking for a good time? No, but you know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from the place for years. Not really worth my time, though. Oh, okay, well, that was less than hopeful. Halt. Oh, look! Etiquette security already paying off. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on whim just to watch it die. That sounds like a Lone Star police force. They are security for hire. Or I should say they are a for-profit police force. Hey, you're about to pass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? Officer Aguirre called me in. Needs me to rule out the killer. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Oh, of course. I'll open the gate. Aguirre is just outside, or just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Right. Also, I'm pretty sure I've pronounced Aguirre or Aguirre. I'm pronounced his name differently every single time I've said it. I have no clue how I'm supposed to say that. This is supposed to be for school? Why is there a bunch of plane parts around? Like, what are they teaching people to fly? This doesn't look like a school place I've ever seen. What do we got? Ooh, grenade. Oh, I sent it to the stash. Good. It's a phosphorus grenade. I can set shit on fire. I read that as a confetti concussion grenade. Yeah, from now on, I want to stuff all of my my concussion grenades with confetti. That way, it confuses while it blinds and deafens. Alright, anyone seeing that go off is gonna have to, like, stop for a second and really, like, take the entire situation in, as they're just thinking, did we just get attacked by a fucking clown? The answer is yes, they did. Just a different type of clown than they think it is. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. Had all my fingers on the wrong keys. Yeah, so I guess we just head inside. Also, wait, why are there grenades just laying around on a school? This really is the bad part of town. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Let's go poke a dead body and see if we can't learn anything cool. Oh, McCluskey's here. Well... Oh, so is Dresden. So, hey, there we go. That's good news. Dresden's got our backs. He'll help us out. Well, I guess let's talk to these guys and see what's about to go wrong here. I'm gonna save. Took a sweet time, didn't you? You know traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. National Transportation... Oh, good night. Thank you for showing up. Hope you have pleasant dreams. With some glitter in the concussion grenade too? Ooh, yeah. They will never get all that out. The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of the highest priority investigation at the moment. Okay, well that explains all of the plane crashes, or the broken planes. I don't know where I got school from then. Man, I really pulled that out of nowhere, didn't I? We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Yeah, that'll get you killed quick. It did. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his courtmaster's involvement and tried to make it look like Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out yourself if you want. Yeah. Oh, we could also talk to Dresden. I should probably do that first. Vaughn! Surprised to see you here. Let me guess. Officer Aguirre tipped you off. Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your cred stick did at any rate. Anyway, surprise! You got another Ripper victim on our hands. Yeah, you've been putting in some overtime. Man, you're all over the city looking at these victims. The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, aged 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yeah, I'm a little tired. Body's been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death. Quite gruesome. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell you, really. It does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at one point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Huh. Yeah, which organ? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Yeah, this doesn't sound like a Ripper. A Ripper was always, like, clean. Very surgical. This is more like a mauling. Aguirre would love to solve the case with McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? Grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much the job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's office salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Oh, I figured he would have taken the money. I mean, why not? That's not even obstruction of justice. You're just... Actually, you're probably giving more information to the most helpful person. Because McCluskey is... He's not the best. When Lone Star was sending people in, they did not send the best. 100% he did, but it just isn't saying so. Yeah. Huh. Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there's a massive damage to the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since the other victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it's an odd coincidence. But, as a scientist, I just can't rule that. But as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence! This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find more of the other victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Yeah, do that. I'm pretty sure they were all organ transplants. I called this last week. No clue. She just showed up. Next to kin, I think. McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Yeah, he would probably beat us into paste. Trolls are strong. I don't want to get in a fist fight with one. I'm not afraid to get my ass kicked, but I am afraid to get my ass ripped off. I don't want to end up in the SpongeBob mechanical ass machine. That'd be tragic. It really would. I'm quite fond of my ass. I've been told I have a girl butt. I'll take it. Right? I've got the cake. I'm also going to take a look around here. Good luck out there. Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk to Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. Oh, shaman. Cool. Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Yeah, maybe there's an easier way. I wasn't really trying to flatter her, but perhaps. My brother's spirit is too weak. That's a given. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here tonight. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes at you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. The warehouse contains the spirit of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't help me there, but you seem to have run of the place. If you can find personal items belonging to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? Yeah, sure. Of course. If it helps the investigation, I'm down for it. Also, summoning the undead. Look, that's just another day. It's just normal Monday. Okay, we have the key card. Bypass if you get under the maintenance panel. I don't know how to do that. Well, let's take a look around. Maybe there's other avenues to explore here. Okay, we got something here. We have a pile of shoes. Well, that's a little anticlimactic, I guess. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly shoes worn by occupants at the time of the plane crash. Find nothing interesting about the shoes. Yeah, I just don't know if there was going to be anything there. Okay. What is this one? Survey says... trash. Cool. We love it. It's hard to say whether this heap of items and refuse was recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Okay, cool. Let's look at the cred stick. Hey, nice. What about the earring? People like jewelry. It's made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch the surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the lunchbox probably doesn't have a ghost. I mean, if you were the lunchbox ghost, that feels like something from Danny Phantom. There was a lunch lady ghost. I don't think there was a lunchbox ghost. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Yep, we'll try. And can I really not get into these other rooms? Maybe back over here. Oh, this looks like a bathroom. I see a urinal. Well, I can investigate the urinal. I don't need to go right now. Oh. Pajama stand stories villains. All metal pajama lunchbox. Pajama span. I'm having a stroke. Pajama Sam stores his villains in his all-metal Pajama Man lunchbox. Okay. Or maybe that's just what Pajama Man did and Sam tries to replicate it. I don't know. I have never played any of those games. Those were like, those games were also with like the fish, right? It was like Freddy Fish or something like that. And they were like supposed to help kids learn to play a Pajama Sam. Yeah, maybe. It's probably around the... If it's a puzzle game, it's probably around the level that I can handle. Oh, this is all the notes he had. Oh, I really don't want to read all this. Oh, God. This literally has... It's redacted. Okay, yeah, he was just selling shit. Incriminating data, he was just selling shit. Repeating further into investigation notes, however, find substantial evidence linking plane crash to experimental Renraku research initiative. The information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. Okay, I guess. Humongous entertainment made Putt Putt, Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam. What was the one with all the kids? They were like, I don't know, probably like 16, 17. And it was like they did a bunch of like math games and stuff. Some of them they went like they went to like magic land. Some of them they went to like a volcano. Some of them they were in like a jungle, and they had to like solve a whole bunch of like puzzles. And most of them were math based in order to like get to the villain and stop him. I played those. No, it wasn't Magic School Bus. Another. No, Magic School Bus. They're like 8. Now this one they're like 16. It was one of those like educational games, kids. And they had like magic. But it was like normal, average, everyday like students or whatever, but they would like go to these weird places. And like one of the places they're like going to like Hollow Earth and there's like magic. One time they went to like the rainforest. And there was always like a villain that they were trying to stop, and they had to like do all these puzzles and math puzzles. I remember like one of the games, like you're in like in a tree and you have to like stop the birds, and in order to like blast the bird with magic, really like pterodactyl bird things, and you have to like each bird has like a number on its back, and you have to like do the math and like type in the right answer in order to blast it with magic, and you can't let any of them like get to you. They're like coming from like all around the screen. I don't know, I remember these, but I can't remember the name of it. It's gonna haunt me. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. The door is ajar? Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Was this man maybe very attached to his toothbrush? Wet from being used, smelled mint and cigarettes. No. Back of your hand stands on... The hairs on the back of your hand stand on end. When you take a little off the shelf, your heart thumping in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Okay, cool. Well, we got everything. Let's go summon some dead people. Help them dying. I feel as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes for a moment and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Oh, McCluskey. Officer Guave trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. That's her brother. Makes it her business. No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Well, your choice. I'll let you do you. That man is an ass. Yes, he is. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clouds carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they're anchored. We need to get back over there. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie the place for long. Yeah... She's literally mourning the death of her brother. I don't think now's a good time to ask her out, dude. Yeah, they'll probably clear out for long. Agreed. I expect it'll be clear by nightfall. Are you sure you're up for this? Maybe rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going out on a limb, and you say you know where to find the... I'm going out on a limb and say you know where to find the kind of people we need. I can say that. Good, I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, and shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. I mean, on one hand, you're very trusting of a person you just met. On the other hand, that's how you get shit done when you have Shadowrunners. So... I guess she knows how it works. Anyways, I am going to call it here, because it is just a little after 10. Go ahead and save the game. And, I will pull us over to... What does the screen look like? Well, that's not right. There we go. Bam, there we go. So, one more session of Shadowrun down. Thanks to my capability of going off on weird tangents and you all fueling my ADHD by giving me weird tidbits of random knowledge about random things, and I can't help but just ask more questions about it. Of like, oh, that's a thing, but why? Or, oh, well, that's dumb. Tell me more. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love it. I could talk about just random weird shit all day, every day. But we did manage to clear out one whole apartment building, make the world a little bit of a better place. Old Steve-O's dead, and nobody will miss him. I bet you after we left all the corpses, they got eaten by hellhounds, and he deserves it. Coyote got a new arm. I'm very tempted to also get a new arm. I should save up some money for that and buy a cyber arm. That way I could, like, punch holes through walls and be like the Terminator. Maybe get some of those eyes. My special eyes. But, yep. Next week, probably next Monday, more Shadowrun. Because tomorrow, I will be with my dad. He's coming up to visit me. So, I don't get to see him very often. So, I want to go and hang out with him. Gonna go watch a movie. Gonna be a great time. I already bought the tickets. Friday will be more Solasta. And Saturday, tentatively, is going to be Diablo on Twitch. I very much want to try it out at least one stream on Twitch just to learn how the website works and how to like manage the back end of it. I just feel like that's something I should know if I ever, for whatever reason, if I ever need to make the jump or just feel like I want to just do a random stream on Twitch to like play some copyrighted music or to watch something that you can't on YouTube. I feel like it's something that would overall help the channel. So tentatively, Saturday is going to be the day where I test that out. I'm gonna have to spend Tuesday, Wednesday learning how to do that because I literally know nothing about it. Maybe Blue can help me out. I don't know. I don't know if he knows anything about it either. But until then, I think that's everything I've got to say to wrap up here. Thanks everybody for coming to show or coming to my brain is dying. The thoughts are going away even faster now. Thanks everyone for showing up. I always appreciate it. I hope everyone had a good time. I hope we all had a couple of laughs. Had learned something new. Learned that apparently wax tablets aren't good for recording things throughout the ages. And you know what? I'll catch y'all later.